Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we move into the final weeks of the regular season, here's a look at the teams jockeying for playoff position in the NFC. All these teams will be playing their hearts out, trying to claim the highest seed possible before Wild Card Weekend. It's the Packers going up against the Redskins. With that, we'll send you up to FedEx Field and join our broadcasting team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Straight ahead is a rematch from last year's NFC wildcard round between the Green Bay Packers and the Washington Redskins. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And some room to maneuver. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough, swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. But the Redskins look to get this one back, and indeed they did. It's still Washington football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
One thing that you find out on a sweep play is the fortitude of the people running it. Because that is a run, and then there's some contact when you finally get to the edge. And those guys that can hold that point of attack and hold up on that contact, they create the plays that we just saw there. Really nice play by the defensive guys.
Now Cousins. It's brought in by Dodson. And a gain there of 11 yards. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
He's going to launch this. Got a man here, and it's Garçon. Touchdown, Washington. Pierre Garçon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end. Back. They go play action here on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Cousins, Paul bringing it in. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. First offensive series forthcoming. Deshaun Jackson, wide receiver that certainly needs no introduction in this league.
He's truly one of those don't blink guys, because as soon as you do, he's past you and in the end zone and doesn't mind letting you know about it too.
Throwing, Cousins. Able to find Garcon. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Keith Marshall, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the former Jet running back. This is Chris Ivory. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down following the run.
Over here. Check. Lucky. 319. Watch out.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Sliding out of the pocket. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack.
Hey, got it right. Watch that in. Hey, Mike. Slam. Hey, 50.
They run with their short yardage man, Ivory. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now the second-year man from Buffalo, Jake Shum, on to punt. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. So on 4th down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Looking deep downfield. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy. Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and
now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hard throw, incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Jacob Shum now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot him. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire. And got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Washington. Keith Marshall, 96 yards. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. So from back deep in their home territory all the way into the end zone, do you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance because the normal call is take care of the football, run it,
safe.
Be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. They start on the ground with Ivory. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And Cook has it left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Matt Ioannidis, the rookie from Temple, able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Another pistol look here. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. And Crosby missed it. No good. Wide to the left for Crosby. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, set this one off target.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. 8 yards to go here on second down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And the D looking like they may blitz. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down.
This game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Now here's Janice. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll buy some time right, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On second down, here's Rodgers. He's going to float this over the... He's got a man complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Jeff Janis as the first half is winding down. And the Packers get a score closer. And his kick is good. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing, Cousins. Out to the left, it's complete to Daxon. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 39. And Hopkins' kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get them right to quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Rodgers will try again on second down. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
With it is Jackson. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 3rd down, Cousins. And able to find Garcon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Now Cousins going for the deep ball. And he's got his rookie wide out. It's Dotson for a Redskin touchdown. Josh Doctson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Rodgers to throw on second down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Rodgers. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Janis the return. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st down, Rodgers. And complete, right side to Cook. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Packers who have the football but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. On second down, here's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
319! 319!
Rodgers now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Now it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Reggie Ragland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Let's go! 319! 319!
Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On 3rd down, Cousins steps away. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right at the 35. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Chris Baker in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
319! 319!
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Jacob Shum now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A beautiful fake. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here comes the D swarming to the line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Fourth quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
Be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
Throwing is Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, 89 yards. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Penalty marker is down here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Caught by Nelson left side. It'll go as a gain of 12, and it'll be a Green Bay first down. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Flushed out right. It's brought in by Janis. It's a pickup of 14 there. And the Packers are going to have a first down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Hey, we got 3 down. Blue 58!
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. He got 29 yards that time.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Now Rodgers. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Here's Rodgers, and Rodgers intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.